Hi everybody, welcome to this webinar for the 17th of March 2019 for Daily Freedom Challenge. My name is Jackie Roberts and my best friend and business partner Ali Green is also on with us, and we have various people from our team and other teams because we want to help everybody on the webinar with us. We're recording it so that this helps as many people as possible to get the information they need that is not always there from sponsors or because admins are busy or whatever other reason there is. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to log into my Wirex if it hasn't logged me out, hopefully, because I actually got in first this time. And I'm going to log into a DFC account that I look after because my sister's in hospital at the moment. And basically I'm going to show you how to add the Bitcoin address to any withdrawals you do. I've actually asked admin, and I'm hoping that will be passed on to Cliff, if they can actually change the words payment ID to Bitcoin wallet address, in which case you'll know what to do. So let me share screen, and hello to new people that have just turned up. I didn't see your names in there. So I'm going to share my screen, which is not the one I want. I want this one down here. Okay, it does that. Go away. Right. If it lets me. Sometimes it does this. Okay, go away. See, this is what it does. Jumps all over the place. Okay, this is my Wirex account. Now, for those of you that don't know or not very au fait with Wirex, Wirex has actually recently changed a lot. It's changed on the app and it's changed on here. Personally, sorry Wirex, I actually don't like the way it is now. That's probably because I was very much ingrained with the old one. I could flip backwards and forwards through it and knew what to do. I'm just learning now what to do with this one. So I'm going to go back to the beginning, and please don't say, right, here's my dashboard. Okay. They fight to let you in, which I like. I had to go through about 6 different processes today because I changed my password and I'd forgotten I changed it. As you can see, I've got a little balance here of 23.81 in pounds. So for those of you who need to find your Bitcoin address in Wirex, you have the option here to scroll down through your dashboard, wrong one, and look at all the different things you have. Now, for some reason, Wirex are really up with bringing in all these different coins, of which some of us never heard of. They also have your cards at the bottom that you have active. So I have a GBP card and I have a Euro card, which I use when I take on holiday. So if anybody has their microphone on, can you please mute it? So please, can you mute your microphones? Otherwise it will talk over me and then there's no point in me really doing this. So Bitcoin address, if you wish to find your Bitcoin wallet, you click on BTC and you click on account details underneath BTC, and there is your Bitcoin address. It's that simple. And it always stays exactly the same address. It doesn't change. Okay, so it basically always stays exactly the same. It's most of them you can actually request a new one. This one, I quite like the fact that it never changes. So I'll go there again. You go to home, you go to dashboard, you go to your BTC, you click on there, and you found your account details, and you copy this. So you take this address and you copy it, and you then go to Daily Freedom Challenge, and I will log into my baby sister's account, which is here. She hasn't got anything to actually take out, that doesn't matter. And then what you do is you go to withdrawal down here, and oh, it won't let me go to withdrawal because please can you mute your microphones if you are on here? I'd be most grateful, please, because otherwise people won't hear what I'm saying. Thank you. So let me actually go into mine because I obviously have a little bit in there. I actually did one of these the other day, so I'm just, right. So I have a balance of $53 in there. So I will click withdrawal. Now, this is what I think has been happening. When you go to, this is because this is my ID for my account. Also, it has saved my password as a security pin. So you must make sure when you go to your withdrawal that you actually delete any information that has been put in there by Google. So let's say you request a withdrawal of $5, which I won't bother doing. In here, you then paste your Bitcoin address. And then you put in your security pin. I don't know why it keeps doing that. You then put in here your security pin. Let's say mine is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which it isn't. And then I would click withdraw money. Now, if in there, in your payment ID, you had, say, your login ID of mine, of Jax Roberts, then it's not going to send it anywhere. It will in fact send it straight back at some point to your balance. Okay, so that's the whole point of that. So let me basically, so you put your Bitcoin wallet in your payment ID and you put your security PIN that you must remember. Now let me log out of there and I'm going to go back to my sister's account and show you something. Let me find an account that I'm looking after that might have something in it. Okay, right. This account, somebody said to me today, one of my team asked me something which I thought I covered in a previous video, but obviously I didn't. So this account has earned $4.55. This is in fact my nephew's account, by the way. $4.55, okay? But his cash balance is 15 cents. Now you might look at that and think, oh, I can go and get some positions with that. No, you can't. This is what your account has earned totally. This is your cash balance here. So if you went to buy a position, it will in fact tell you you don't have any funds to buy a position with. You need another 5 cents in there, yeah. So this is your total earnings, anything you've deposited, anything. Okay, your earnings from, sorry, talking rubbish. This is your earnings from DFC. This is your earnings from DFC, nothing else. This is your cash balance, what you've earned, what you've deposited, anything you've been sent from another member, anything that's been transferred over goes in here. So if I now sent a dollar to Sam so he could buy some positions, it would show as 115. That won't change. 455 will be the same because that's what he's earned from his positions. But 0.15 would become 1.15 because this is the culmination of all of them. I did this on a Facebook Live actually, which is probably on my YouTube channel. But this is the culmination of everything that's going into your account. I'll say again, your earnings, your deposits, or any transfers from anyone else. If there is not enough in there, you will not be able to buy a position. Ignore that. That is just what you've earned. This is what is the relevant bit as far as what you can take out. And what, like if I click on one withdrawal now, it will show that actually Sam can take out 15 cents. So ignore, once again, you see it's put in here. It's put in his details and his password. That's just Google doing that. Ignore it. When I go back to dashboard, that's his cash balance available to do anything with. The cash transfer button is very simple. Once again, it's put that in there. So if you want, let's say I want to send money to Ali, I would go and find Ali. Just use that here, Ali. And I would put in how much I wanted to send to her. Let's say I want to send her $1. And I would then have to put my security PIN in to send that over to Ali. It's very, very simple. It's like doing a bank transfer without all the sort code and account number. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, so let's hope I hope that's understandable for people. Any information you want is actually on your dashboard. Your total earnings here, your total referrals, you can click here, and your total positions, or i.e. matrices, you can click here. Okay, you don't need to go through all the ones on here. All right, I'm going to briefly touch on subs, and I'm only going to briefly touch on them because I actually won't be using them. And I won't be using them because I like to be hands-on. I don't want to walk away. The one thing I have learned from reading other people's posts and reading a few of the gripes that have happened is if you purchase a sub, and a sub is obviously a subscription to buy a monthly or a daily position. So I've got to actually deposit funds before I can do that, which is typical.
Wait a minute.
So basically, let me log into mine again and show you mine and see if I can do it online. So if I was to go here and purchase a sub, then it will tell me that I can purchase a 30-day plan, a 60-day plan, or a 90-day plan. If I click purchase, that will buy one a day for the next 30 days. And it will take the money instantly out of my balance. Instantly. It does not take it out bit by bit. It will instantly take out $6 from my balance. If you do a 60-day plan, it will instantly take out 12. And if you do a 90-day plan, it will instantly take out 18. So be aware that you have to have the funds in there, and also be aware that you are not going to have this taken out bit by bit so you can stop it. Once you've agreed to 90 days at one a day, that's it, you're locked in. I personally prefer to do them as and when I want to. and buy as many as I want to when I want to, of 1 to 3. That's the way I do it. If you wish to buy 3 a day, you will need to click the 30-day plan 3 times. So you'll need to click 30 days, purchase, go back and do it again, purchase, go back and do it again, purchase. It will take $18 instantly off of your balance. Be aware of that, because I know some people have been caught out by that and said, oh, we've got no more money left. You actually have, because you've already pre-purchased them. So it's the same thing, just in a lump sum as opposed to as it was before. So I'm going to come back to here now and see if we have any questions. Okay, oh, that was fine. So does anybody have any questions about what I've just said? If I have, unmute yourself, because all I can hear is talking in the background. So just unmute yourself if you do have a question. That's perfectly fine. Okay, thank you, Callie. So does anybody have any questions about that? Anything I've put on there, do they actually understand? Dennis, I'm glad you understand now. Does anybody else have anything they want to ask about in respect of what I've just said, or anything else? If not, I'll just go on with something else. No? Okay, perfect. Right, so one thing I want to say, the next thing I want to say is that, and this is no reflection on what you've just messaged me, Callie, we've been friends for too long for that. I'm talking generally here, by the way. A lot of people have been saying to me, well, this isn't going anywhere, it's very slow. It's only just under 6 weeks old. There are 83,000 people in this in just under 6 weeks. Now, I personally, I know that Ali hasn't been in anything that has taken on board 83,000 people in just under 6 weeks. That is over 20,000 people. No, it's not, it's under, it's 15,000 people a week, my maths is gone. But what you have to think about is, this is a brand new system. There are others out there copycatting. We've noticed that quite quickly. There are others out there that are doing 10 cents, 40 cents. I think we saw one for $1 the other day. Because the basis of the system works. Otherwise, they say that the best form of flattery is mimicry. So they're obviously copying it, which is great. But Cliff was the guy that had the idea for this particular one, that we have taken our money and our time to join. Now, if we suddenly decide, after, let's say, just a few days, a few weeks of saying, oh, I'm bored now, I actually don't want to do this anymore now. Why did you join in the first place? This isn't generally to people in here. This is actually to, you know, the World Wide Web, as it were. Why join anything that you're not committed to? Why put your money, your time, and anything else into anything if you're not going to commit it? This is a perfect example. There's 15 people in here right now, and there's 122 people in that room. So only just over 10% have even bothered to come into this meeting. But I can guarantee you an awful lot of them in the future will be moaning and whining that this isn't working and they don't understand what they're doing. And I am going to come down really very, very hard, and I give everybody else permission to do the same. If I or Ali have covered anything in these webinars or the Facebook Lives that I do, and anybody posts in the room or to you personally in your teams and says, I don't understand this, can you explain it to me? You have my full permission to whack them around the back of the head and say, why the hell weren't you on the meetings then? Because why should you, as a sponsor, be able to give them this facility to come in, to learn and to ask questions about a business they want to earn, let's be honest, guys, one hell of a lot of money in, and they can't bother to turn up for a meeting for 40 minutes, once a week, and sometimes once a fortnight, depending, my sister's not well, so I'm shooting all over the country sometimes. So, you know, why should they just want to put money in and you do all the work for them? We do know there's quite a few people in there that have basically told us that's what they're doing. But those aside, if you want to earn the kind of money that Cliff says we can earn, then you have to make some kind of an effort. You can't sit there with your hands out like this, going, put money in my hands, I'm going to have it all done for me. You have to make some kind of an effort. And I get so fed up when people don't make any effort whatsoever. And then in 6 months' time, they'll go, oh, that was a load of crap. It was only a load of, because they didn't make any effort. It has to be said that as this system evolves, things will go wrong slightly. They will change, they will once again evolve, they will be completely changed altogether, maybe even if it hasn't worked. Because Cliff is a guy with a vision. He's a guy that wants things to work completely. I agree, Peter. He wants things to work. He wants things to happen. And let's be honest, they must be working their little tails off. They must be. This amount of people, the amount of programming, the amount of system work, the amount of changes, the amount of admin that's needed, the questions they're answering. Just put yourself in their position for 1 minute. Would you want to do it? To help all those ungrateful SOBs out there? I'm not being funny, I wouldn't. After all these years online, I actually really wouldn't. But they're doing it. And there is no way we can say, oh, well, I've put my 20 cents in and I'm sitting waiting. I don't know how many of you are in the Telegram room, and I am. And I have to say, Ali and I every day will say, oh my God, there's 400 posts in here. What on earth is going on? Excuse me, I'm just going to mute my phone in case it goes ballistic. What on earth is going on? And they're all practically the same post. Basically, can somebody help me? Can someone lend me 20 cents? Now, don't get me wrong. I know there is a hell of a lot of poverty in the world we live in. There are people with literally nothing but the clothes they stand up in. But if you are an online marketer, working online, wanting to make a living online in any way, shape or form, you cannot possibly tell me that if you can afford a beer, if you can afford to smoke, if you can afford to give your kids £1 for chocolate, that you cannot afford 20 cents to start a business. I don't believe that for 1 minute. And there are people in there that are saying they don't have 20 cents to start a business and their sponsor won't give it to them. Well, personally, I don't agree with that either, because if you want someone to come in and be under you and they haven't got the 20 cents, for God's sake, give it to them. But you cannot expect to put 20 cents in, and this is my 20 cents worth, and literally sit there and go, well, nothing's happening. I'm not talking to anybody. I'm not advertising. I'm not doing solo ads. I'm not doing traffic exchanges. I'm not talking to my family and friends. I'm not talking to Facebook. I'm doing diddly squat. But in 30 levels time, I'd like $415 million, please. If it was all that simple, folks, we'd all be squillionaires. That's a word my son used to use when he was younger. We would all be squillionaires if we could sit there, put 20 cents into something and wait for everybody else to do it for us. It will not work like that. Everybody needs to get two. We all know people that have two. I don't care what you say, we do. Everybody knows people that have two. Even if it's...
But that's the thing. If they think this one's slow now and then they see another copycat one, so they join that one, you're still having to do exactly the same thing to build that one up.
Exactly.
So that's going to go slow. And when you think all these copycat ones, we have had a look at them because people have sent us things. Some's got like not even started yet. Some's got 3,000 members. Some's got 5,000 members. We're in one with 80,000 members with millions ready to come in. Yeah. Those others ones haven't.
I agree. I totally agree. And we know there's at least, I think the last update, he said there was at least 6 million people waiting to come in this. That, he said, basically would push, I think he said the first 10,000 or something through almost immediately. That is life-changing for even the first 1,000 people. That's life-changing for them. Even if the first 20,000 people got to level 15, it would be life-changing, because then things would start to really drop down quickly. So why do people really, really at all think that they can do nothing? There's lots of phrases around, and Peter's just said you get nothing for nothing. I mean, there are so few businesses out there that will basically let you come in at this level. There's well, I don't know any other businesses out there at all that will let you come in at this level. Callie says, how many of those will stop helping? Well, I won't stop helping, Callie, and I know you won't, and I know Ali won't. And it's not about stopping helping. It's about if you've got that much money, let's give you an example. You've got to level, let me look at my chart, and I can't see it because my blinds are back, guys. You've got to level 15. That says 26, no, level 15, is that 13? $13,000 on level 15, okay? So let's say you have got one of your positions, I've got about, I don't know how many, goodness knows how many position ones now. But let's say one of your level ones ends up getting all the way down to level 15, and you've earned $13,000. That will do one of two things. You're either going to go, yeah, I've got $13,000, run out and spend it on a new car or on a new something or a new dress, pair of underwear, whatever, I don't know. Or you will think, oh my God, this actually works. I've just earned $13,000 for Sorry, it's just told me I've got a bit more time. It did that last time. Oh, unlimited minutes. Okay. I have basically, that means you've got $13,000, which you can do more with or you can do less with. So you can have 13,000. So we've got to level 15. Let's say Ali and I have got to level 15 and we've got $13,000. Okay. My instant reaction would be go to each of my people's accounts and drop $100 in there and make sure that they were running along behind me easily. Now, anyone that doesn't is a bit of a galah as far as I'm concerned, because they want to get to the rest of it. If that works to get to level 15, that means it works to get to level 30. So, okay, you've got to level 15, and then you get to level, let's have a look, level 20 gives you $209,000. So, yeah, I could probably pay off my mortgage, which would be lovely, which I probably would, I'll be honest. But that's only one position. You've got probably, between us all at the moment, we've probably got about 1,000 positions of number one at the moment. So your first one has got to level 20, and you've earned, probably someone will correct me on this, listen to the webinar, but if my eyes are correct, $209,000. That's profit per level. Right. 16 is 26, yeah. So you've basically got 209,000 at level 20. So you've had your 13, you've dropped $100 into everyone's account below you, or you've helped a few other people come in and dropped $100 and bought them a few subs and said, look, just buy your subs, sit and wait, tell other people about it, and I'll help them. Because you've now earned $209,000. So you could probably pay off your mortgage, buy yourself that new car, buy loads of pairs of underwear, have a holiday, and drop $1,000 in different people's accounts, or even more people drop $100 in and push them through. Why would you want to not share that kind of good luck? Why, excuse me, itchy nose. Why would you want to not help the people that you brought into this push through? Because bear in mind, you've got to level 20. That means you can get to 30. How life-changing is getting to level 30 for anybody in this room? How life-changing is it getting to level 20? Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think Maureen's probably on 6 and 7. I'm on 5. Ali's on 5. I expect there's a few others on the same. Even if we are above you or whatever or below you, it doesn't matter. Because we all know that anybody in that room, as far as we're concerned, is a member of this team. Okay? So if one of us got there, you cannot tell me that getting to level 20, the first person that gets there isn't going to go, hey guys, here's $100, go and buy as many positions as you need, push your teams through whatever you need to do. Because that will push them through to the other levels. But if you sit on your touch and do nothing, you're not going to get there. You need to be talking to people.
So like you say as well, we've been in here for 6 weeks. So in 6 months' time, oh my God, what level will you be on, what you say, level 20 or something?
Yeah.
6 months' time to earn so many hundred thousands is nothing.
No.
You might not be on level 30, might not have 400 million in 6 months, but you probably will in a year.
Yeah. And the good thing about this, the beauty of this for me, is I know that Cliff wants us to buy positions to help everybody at the bottom as well. And to me, that's really important because we've been at the bottom. Ali and I have this philosophy that every time we join anything, it shuts down. It's just one of those things we do. It's going really, really, really well. We join, finished. But this isn't. We can see the possibilities in this. And yeah, we get despondent and we get a bit fed up when it's a bit slow. And we all have our down days, for goodness sake. That's just life. But if you look at the bigger picture here, the bigger picture here is that one man has a dream of stopping poverty for millions of people. All those people coming in that haven't got the 20 cents that we're helping push through will help push us through. They will help push us through. Are you telling me that when you get to level 20, you're not going to go into your back office and all your people's back office and think, right, I'm going to buy 3 90-day subs at $18 a month, and I'm going to help everybody underneath me to get the feeling that I've got right now? You would be euphoric. You would just want to jump for joy and hug everybody. And the way you hug everybody is to virtually hug them. You give them the power of moving up through the same levels you have. Because if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be there. So you have to help them. You have a moral obligation to help them. It's your duty to help them.
And by then, there'll be so many payment proofs out there. Everybody will be wanting to join anyway.
Completely. Have you seriously, like Ali says, have you seen anywhere where you can show a business model where 6 million people are being paid into it? 6 million people, guys. I bet not one of you can tell me one of those. I don't care about all the other stuff that's been there, and I know we can all reel off loads of names. I've been in things with Shoba, with Maureen, with Callie. I've been in things with quite a lot of you, and with Ali as well, obviously. We just joined at the hip, us too, but we've all been in things where we've got so far and it's gone. This is different. That money in your back office is yours. Unless you give your PIN to someone, and unless you are not security conscious, that's your money that you can take out the second it hits your back office to your private Bitcoin wallet. So that's another reason I want to talk quickly about why that PIN is so important. Choose a random number, choose a random phrase, choose a random anything, write them down. You will only get one chance to put it in. If you put it in wrong and don't write it down, you ain't going to get nothing out of there. So as soon as you get asked for it, put it in, write it down, tattoo it on your forehead, on your bum, I don't care, wherever. Make sure you remember it, because that is going to be your passport to your Bitcoin wallet, firing up and having the power for you to spend it when and as when you want to. And that is so important. Your PIN is paramount, guys, paramount. Those of you that haven't got Key Scrambler, get it. It's free. I've been using it now for 5 years. It doesn't impede my computer. It doesn't impede anything. Key Scrambler. If you need it, it's QR something, I think it's called. But just type in Key Scrambler. I'll put the link into the underneath the YouTube video when I load this to YouTube. It is awesome. It's fantastic. You can actually see when you're typing that it changes the combination of letters and numbers that your memory holds. It scrambles whatever you type. It's brilliant. Yeah, you did, Shoba. Everyone that's in our team, we always get them to do it straight away. I think there's hundreds of people on here now because of us have got it. And you need to get it. It is so important. Those of you that don't think you need it, when people realize the money that's going to be earned in here, they will want to get into your tech to be able to access your DFC wallet and your DFC back office. So install a Key Scrambler, 100%. I will put it under the YouTube video. It's free. Click on it. You can even show on your screen where you want it. So I'm going to point to my screen now, which you can't see because I can't get my hand up high enough. Right, so you can have it at the top of your screen, the side, wherever. You can actually move it all the way around your screen with a little arrow on the box to wherever you need it. I don't know why I've gone green. To wherever you need it on your screen. So is there anything else that any of you would like to ask or questions you want to throw at me? I don't know why I've gone green. Why you want to throw at me or anything at all? No. Everybody happy? Everybody understand the information? Is everybody happy with the withdrawal now? Putting your Bitcoin address into the withdrawal box? Payment from PayPal again. Okay, let me quickly do that. Let me share screen. I'm just praying it doesn't shut me down early because it said before it won't and then it does. Right, okay. So let's deposit. Can you see my screen? Hopefully you can, Ali. Deposit funds. Right, what you do is I'm going to type in $1.
Fine.
You see my screen?
Yeah, to see it fine.
Right, so you deposit $1. Ignore this bit here. There is no drop down here for PayPal. You click deposit. Thank you for placing your deposit for $1. You go to coin payments and you select PayPal. And in here, you put in your email that you are signing up with. Well, I put in this one and I change that to Jackie because everybody knows me as Jax. And I check out. It then takes you to PayPal. And then you can put in your information in here. Okay? And then when you log in and do it, it will then take you back to merchant and it will show in your back office very, very quickly. Okay, does that help? Oops, I don't know where I'm going now, hold on. Does that help, Sugar? Okay, fantastic. Has anybody else got anything they would like to ask? Great stuff. There is actually a video on how to fund on my YouTube channel as well, Shobha. It's actually an independent one that shows that exactly how to do that. They did take it away at one point, the PayPal button, but it is back now and working. Bear in mind, those guys, you cannot withdraw to PayPal. You can only withdraw to Bitcoin. But actually for you guys, it makes it safer and it's a lot easier. Those of you that have Wirex, that are able to use Wirex, there is a GBP account, there is a Euro card, and there is a USA card. I am hoping, because there is a USA card, that at some point in the future, you will actually be able to use it from the USA. But if not, I am sure Callie will probably be able to tell you, because she's in the USA and she's very much into Bitcoin as we are, that there is different wallets you can use with different cards attached. And I'm sure she'll be able to help you. She is in the group, Catherine, known as Callie to us. And if not, and if there is anybody that wants any more information on the Bitcoin wallets, then I'm happy to do some research. Yeah, we've asked you this before, haven't we, Callie? Happy to do some research and find out ones that you need. But bear in mind, you will need a Bitcoin wallet to withdraw. Although, saying that, do not withdraw $10. I know some people are really hard up, and I get that, but withdrawing $10 only gives you eight and a few cents, because you've got fees on there. Make sure you've got at least 50 or maybe even 100, and make it worth your while paying those fees, because it's certainly worth it. Does anybody else have any other questions you'd like? If not, I will call it a night, and I will thank everybody very much for being here as usual. And hopefully, yeah, it's a lot less work for admin as well. Hopefully it will have helped everybody with the bits and pieces they need. And if you need anything else, then please tell me, and I'm happy to do Facebook Lives to go over it. I'm also happy to do screencasts and make videos for things in particular. If there's anything you want me to make a video for, then I'm more than happy to do that, and I'll put that on my YouTube channel as well. Oh, thank you, Showa. That's sweet of you to say so. So thanks, guys. Thank you for making the effort. Please try, if you have a few people, if you have a few people that you know should be in here, drag them along. If the timing doesn't work, then I'm happy to do a daytime one for those of you that are in different time zones. But the beauty of recording this is you can show them all the kicking butt part, and they can watch the recording. So thank you, everybody. Take care. I wish you all a pleasant week, and we will all chat soon. Take care, everybody, now. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Night all.
Thank you. Bye-bye.